Hello, everyone. I'm Eddie Turner. I'm the new Director of Marketing for the International Institute for Facilitation. I'm here joined alongside Dan Hogan. Dan Hogan is a long-time certified professional facilitator. He's also a certified master facilitator. Dan was on the board for the International Institute for Facilitation, or INIFAC as we're known, for 8 years. Dan has been in the business for over 35 years. He's truly a heavyweight, a titan in the facilitation industry, and I'm so excited to get a chance to know him better and learn about him. Dan, thank you for being with us today.
Yeah, well, thank you, Eddie. You're very kind.
Now, I really would love to spend hours talking to you and hearing some of the stories you must have accumulated over the last 35 years. But today I specifically want to ask you one question, and that is, what is this PIFD program that we've got? I'm using the acronym. Can you tell us what it is and maybe give us a benefit or two of the PIFD program?
You got it. You got it. Partners in Facilitator Development. Yes, it's a very, very good program. And let me tell you what it is and what the benefits are. The primary thing is that it's an internal facilitator development assessment program. And I'm emphasizing assessment because we're using our certified master competencies to help assess the internal capability. So let me say it slightly different. A CMF, along with INIFAC materials, will help the organization create and implement an internal program that will do two things. One is assess facilitators in their current skill sets, and two, will track them through kind of a development stage process from apprentice to advanced facilitator. And the benefits of doing this internally is that it helps and grows and sustains organizational capability, as you just said. And it strengthens programs like Six Sigma or Agile or Scrum or project management, because all of those programs require facilitation skills. And this will bring common practice, common knowledge, common methodology. So it's an extremely useful program.
Very interesting. So it sounds like what you're saying is we have a program in place where organizations don't have to go out and reinvent the wheel. We already have the cake. They just need to buy the mix.
Hey.
And so I think it's fantastic, and the ability to develop this internal capacity for facilitation that buttresses other programs they have in place, such as you mentioned, Six Sigma, Agile, programs that organizations are already using. But if they had great facilitators, they would make those programs even better.
Even better, yes.
Awesome. So now tell me a couple of things about how it works.
Okay. Gosh, I could go into a lot of detail there too, but let me just say that we've got a model set up where we've got roles and responsibilities set up. And one of the key roles is internal, what we call the program administrator. And that program administrator owns the process. They'll help work with the CMF to create the process, deploy the process. Eventually, the CMF that started with the program administrator will exit out, but the program administrator will birth it and make it happen. They will also, the CMF will bring a lot of assessment tools with them to the creation of the program. So the program administrator, as you said, doesn't have to start with a blank sheet. And then finally, the CMF will help the program administrator do what I call the kickoff. In other words, there might be 4 or 5 or 6, and in one organization we had almost 20 people in the kickoff meeting. But there we created the scope of work for the program, first year goals, et cetera, and that launched the program.
Thank you, Dan. And this is based off those 30 competencies that we have on our website, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that one particular program that I just referenced to, that was when they did the look back, that was one of the number one positives that they got from the PIFD program, the 30 competencies.
Yes, having competencies to measure people against. And
Yes.
so certainly folks can look at that and say, hey, well, we'll just use these. But really the benefit is you get our intellectual property to understand how to implement those, and you get a certified master facilitator or several if needed to help bring those things to life.
Yes.
So how would they get started if they wanted to get started?
Well, the main thing is the first thing I would encourage anyone to do. If you're in an organization, you're watching this, you have some interest, call INIFAC, get in touch with the executive director. She knows every CMF around the world, and she can put you in contact with the right people. And from there, who knows who else might get involved, from the chair of INIFAC to other CMFs around the world.
Thank you, Dan. So Stephanie Raffetto is our executive director, and that's who we would ask you to reach out to. And Stephanie will connect you to great people around the globe, as Dan mentioned, certified master facilitators who can come in and implement these for you. Dan is someone to definitely talk to because he's been a part of this for a major corporation in the other part of the earth, and he's done some incredible work. So Dan, thanks again for making some time out, taking some time out for this conversation today.
My pleasure, Eddie. Thank you. Good talking to you. Good to see you.
You too. Take care.